Uh, I think that we don't give a stinking rod about who we are as people. Oh, sorry. If yeah, if you no, if you want to know who they are, you can go to rpgcyber.com, click on the Houses of Hardby link, and all of our bios are in there. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let's see. So last session we all met in Oneford. We had a quick introductory period where we all got to know these names. Moved on to a tavern where we had foods and got to know each other a little bit more. And there was a surprising amount of interest in going to go and visit the was it a shrine, I believe, or a chapel, one of the two, to the light god that they worship in Hardby, or not Hardby, in Oneford. And then we went to the. There we go. There we go. And then went off to the keep to go and offer our services to a very stretched thin Oneford militia slash city watch, or town watch, I suppose. Oh, is this thing on? I don't know. How does this work? for for us.
The creatures, yes, some sort of your druid kind of likened it to a creature that something that looks like it gestated inside and burrowed its way out of its host, and in the process killed several cattle.
I forgot. Yes.
So that's kind of what you guys have agreed to, a twofold mission. Help the Pruitt farm out, see if you can find the patrol boys. You were given a letter of authorization as requested that, said you are acting on Morse's behalf. The guards can't say you can't push us around. You flip this piece of paper in the air. If they're still hopefully alive, they'll come back to town with you. But is there any other things that we need to kind of freshen up on in that? Yes, Lexi, you are 100%. Mm-hmm. No, it was a scroll to speak with dead. Yeah, that's right. I'm sorry, I had given you one. He was concerned that if the bodies were, if they were bodies for too long, this spell wouldn't work, was his concern. But it's the best they had. So you are correct on that, sir. And then I think you guys were leaving the temple area for reference sake. This was the keep. This was the temple, the local temple for the area. And I think you guys had said you were going to head up to the alchemist Bagba.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes. Temple of Light. We're going to head up to Bagba the alchemist up here, huh? Cool.
Yes.
Kind of along for the ride.
All right. So, is there anything that Suchek or Rylan or Pergalore need to do?
I think we were all just going up there to get the supplies and then heading out.
Okay, just double checking. You guys just making sure that
we already stocked up on arrows and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm, yes, Morsa had given you guys access to some of the basic supplies.
Yeah, Suchek doesn't need anything personally, so he just waits till everyone else is sorted out.
With the ritual casting, it takes about 10 minutes, right, to do that?
Depending on the spell's description will tell you how long the ritual takes, but typically, yes, anything on a ritual tag that's not defined in the spell is a 10-minute casting time. Apologies, Cloud. That is a raise dead, not revivify.
Oh.
Okay, so while when we get to the alchemist, I'm going to take 10 minutes and ritual cast comprehend languages.
Okay.
That way, because it lasts an hour, so I'm just gonna hope I can have that for if we're traveling. Maybe I can hear stuff that I normally wouldn't.
Okay, no problem. So yeah, it's just a matter of maybe a 5 to 10 minute walk from the keep over to the alchemist shop. It's not a very It's a spread out town. It's not a huge town. So yeah, it's just a few minutes to get over there. And then our Rylan sits down and begins. I'll catch up with you guys in a minute, I guess, and homina for 10 minutes. Are you guys gonna wait for him, or are you guys gonna go ahead and go in and take care of your business?
See him start like doing spells. I'll like hang back and like wait, just kind of like okay.
I mean, he's pretty much just sitting, leaning up against the building, doing it, isn't he?
Yeah.
You tell me.
Is he in the middle of the street? Just like magic.
That would be awesome.
I don't.
Like
that
the street.
you know this. Yeah. Y'all tell me. You know, if we'll assume he's out of the way unless you tell me otherwise. But I'm not going to assume he went and hid behind 3 trees out of everyone's sight, unless he told me he did that.
No, just right outside the gate.
All right, yeah, just
not in the walkway, just right outside the gate.
Yeah, just off to the side of the entry to the building. No problem, man.
All right.
Yep. Yeah, just for a little bit of information, I expect and hope and encourage you guys to give me the details of those things. I don't like the presumption, well, let's just assume type of a thing. You guys know the character sheets, you know your capabilities, you know your intent. Make sure you're communicating your method along with the intent, so we don't have to. You know what I'm saying? The funny shit comes from the mistakes that we make when we don't over declare. Well, I would have assumed we did this or presume that. That takes the fun out of it, man. I like watching all screw up.
Yeah, no. I'll definitely hang back if I see him stopping to cast a spell.
Good deal.
Just wait for him to be done.
All right, so
I don't have anything that I need, so I'm just kind of along for the ride until we head out on our mission. So the next day.
Okay. So, yeah, you guys approach the large single story. The central building seems a little bit higher of a roof. Several stovepipe, a large stone chimney at the far back, and several stovepipe-looking things rising up out of the thatched roof, stone-walled collection of buildings. The main structure, in a way. Steam and smoke and kind of a pungent acrid odor kind of wafts down from the building. And yeah, just a small, barely a shingle, just says Bagbas, scrolled in just black paint on the wooden shingle above the door. Door is sitting propped open. A few of the windows are open, ostensibly for an air current to pass in and out of the building. But yeah, the building's sitting there invitingly. Enter, yes, I'm here. Yeah, as you open the door, kind of right about 5 feet in front of, past the door is just a table, a few empty bottles, vials, most of them look either brand new or kind of dirty, but empty, sitting in 2 separate piles, just a little wooden box with a parchment laying across the top of quill and ink, but kind of beyond that are a couple rows of shelves with bottles and vases and ceramic urns or earthenware things, maybe 4 or 5 small fires going on in the further end of the room underneath copper kettles, the big old witch's black cauldron sitting in the main fire, a few smaller kind of a lead, and then a couple glass beakers boiling. Just again, a very kind of, as you walk in, a little bit warmer, a little bit humid, kind of a pungent, sulfury odor in the air. Comes around a corner. You see you figure probably about 6 foot, 6'2", relatively. Probably was muscular in her youth, but kind of has that older person bulk going on to her. Grayish green skin, black hair with several streaks of gray, kind of pulled back up into kind of a messy bun. Shorter little tusks at the front of the half-orc's face. Yes, I'm Bagma. How can I help you? You need some bandages? That's it? Mm. Yes, minute. 1 minute. So she kind of disappears back just around the corner. Where, like I said, it seems like the table is almost an informal counter. It's just a couple steps to the side, and you could be off into the shop. But maybe you feel compelled to just kind of waiting at that front table. And other than that, she's gone for maybe 30 or 40 seconds. You hear some clinking, some clattering, a loud thump, and then she comes back around a corner and sets a small burlap, just a little burlap package, and quickly wedges it into a small soft leather pouch. Yes, there's some bandages there for you, and one little extra. You helping the boys in town, yes?
Yes.
Who sent you out? And she kind of tries to give you the big old evil eye looking thing, you know?
Over there on the left.
Oh, Corbin finally asking for help. Good. Well, to make sure you... Yes. Prideful big man, but good heart. One moments, please. And she heads back around the corner. You wait, don't leave. This time she's gone for about a minute and a half, and then she comes back, and there's about a 3-inch diameter cylinder, about 4 inches tall. She kind of unscrews the top of it and shows you to. It kind of looks like a petroleum jelly, an unguent of some sort. It smells very minty, mentholy. Screws the top back to you. In case of emergency, if you not use, you bring back whatever is left. Should be 5 uses. It will heal your owies, and known as Kiogtum's ointment. Will help with sicknesses. Will help with wounds. Easier to carry than many little potion bottles, and you can return as well, and I can refill. But use for emergencies. I'm helping Corbin because you're helping him. Well, yes. This is hopes. Is that everyone is fine and all the boys can come back and be happy and healthy. But just in cases. Anything else you need?
I was going to say potions, but guess we have that for the emergencies.
I was about to say, didn't the priestess give you guys some potions? No, I don't think so.
No, we didn't get any.
Oh, okay. This will hook you up. Then. Go ahead and I need to add that, don't I? Give me a second here to figure that out. I think I can do this.
What was the name of that again? Because I wanted to write that down. The name of that ointment?
Kiogtum. Yes. Give me a second. I got you.
Like K or like?
Keoghtm apostrophe S. Kiogtums. Keoghtom. Get that over to here.
I missed it by 1 letter.
I was way off.
Okay, it has now been added to your inventory cloud. It should be at its full 5 uses. Oh, where'd it go? I put it in and it said 5 uses, and then it... Okay, no worries. You got it. You can fix whatever I mess up then. Oh yeah, I'm kidding. But yes, her assistance provided. Certainly, the healer's kit was provided, and this extra little jar of in case of emergency. Rub some dirt and some menthol and some what is it? Some Tiger Balm and Vicks, man. You know. Yeah, there you go. But yes, so unless there's anything else you need, Bagba bids you farewell and good luck, and thanks you again for helping out around the town. That assures you that normally it's not this chaotic, but many disturbances, many emergencies, not enough swords, not enough feet. But you are helpful, so thank you. Yes. You bring Jar back. We'll discuss payment then. The healer. This is to help you. This is to make sure. This is no big deal for Bagba to make bandages and small ointments, but the Chiogtum's a little bit pricier. So but again, more important that lives are saved and if necessary. Don't worry. If you don't pay me, I can take it up with Savea and Morsa, and it's okay. Ryland's still probably got about 5 minutes left in his, about 2 or 3 minutes left in his ritual, and I guess everyone else is kind of standing around staring at him, unless there was anything said otherwise. Yeah, okay, I'm sorry, you were inside with our halfling buddy. A few people kind of walking and whispering as they pass to check, but not as much. Where are you from, boy? Going on as there was the first day.
Like, hey, they let anybody in this town nowadays.
They let me in.
It's like, no, I want to look over at Ryland, who's probably very concentrated and very focused on what he's doing. So I'll walk up and ask him.
Bus. You're on the bus.
What are you? What are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm just leaning on the wall and I kind of prop an eye open. I just had my eye closed and I like look over to them and I just kind of like choke back a laugh. Like, do I say something or do I haven't?
Oh.
So suit check. Is this like as soon as Tobrin comes out, or is this like a couple minutes after he goes in as you kind of start getting bored?
Yeah, yeah. Once I get bored after a while, which is like probably like 2 minutes, yeah.
So about minute 3 of your ritual, you're trying really hard to focus. You're practiced. You're good at this, or at least you thought. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? I wonder if he starts poking you.
I kind of turn back to the others when he doesn't respond. Overdressed elf man, ears broken.
No,
I'll
think
kinda-
he's doing...
Yeah, I'll laugh. He's casting a spell. I don't know if he can quite hear us right now. It's magic stuff.
What's it do?
To be completely honest with you, I don't know what this one does. Not quite sure. He just kind of sat down and started doing his thing. Didn't really give us time to ask questions, so I mean, at least just make sure no one else comes up and bothers him while he's doing it. So
Legit.
I forget.
Yeah.
You actually casting.
I'm around like some casters sometimes at the temple, but not wizards. Strange. But I didn't want him just sitting out here, on his own, incoherent casting a spell, you know. Want to make sure no one came up and stole his shit, you know.
But
I'm just
when
gonna-
we step out, I'll lean against the other side of the door.
Okay.
He's not done casting
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah, probably for the
Ah.
remainder until Tobrin walks out. I'm just gonna crouch down, just right in front of him, and just closely inspect him.
I mean, he's. I'm gonna look up and just. You know what? I'm just gonna leave this one be. He'll be all right. And I'll lean back on the wall.
Freaking lizard
Suchek.
man monk down on his haunches, tail swishing in the dirt, tongue flicking, just staring at this wizard who's like, I have to be focusing, but I can feel his breath on me. This is such bullshit.
The hot, fresh, dead chicken breath.
Suchek, back up over here. Sometimes those spells go awry and it's just like an explosion.
I will end him before he explodes.
Well, he's not the one who's going to be exploding. The spell is.
He will have to detonate, and I will end him before the detonation. All right. But yes, the ritual ends. You finish casting your spell. Comprehend languages has been kicked in. You're good to go, man.
I'm gonna open my eyes and immediately like pull back. Huh. Huh.
How long have you been
could
there?
Feel you. I could feel you, but I did not expect you right there.
He was just giving you a kiss.
Please don't.
Now, clarification. Remember, comprehend languages is not tongues.
Yeah.
Okay. No worries. Just always worth clarifying.
Well, if you don't know him that much, it's not a tongue thing.
I'm sorry?
What?
Oh, God.
You got to know him a little longer.
Got it.
Uh,
I think the half.
He is alive.
Casting light on what exactly? I'm sorry. Okay, cool. Does anyone else speak halfling?
I was gonna say, Anya, I'm just gonna lean down and be like, does that add something like to the healing? I just never seen it before. Curious. Sure, and you said you were like a worshiper, like a follower of like the light, right? That's understood. Well, it looks nice. I'm around a lot of healers in my temple, so it's nice to see different types of magic. Good reason.
Maybe to drive out the dark. Something like
Gonna
that.
wait.
Okay. So what we
Guard
think?
Gerard, Guard Cleburne, and Scout Alton have disappeared to the east. And yes, this is the hope was that they were just kind of shirking their duties, partying with the forest and plains and desert animals into the night. But concerns are there ain't that much partying to go on over on that side of the map. So I'm a little worried that something bad happened.
I mean, there is a farm.
Yeah, there is a
Well,
farm.
I'm ready to go whenever. Were
Farmers
we
should
leaving
have
this evening?
daughters.
What?
It is early on day 2. Remember, we arrived, we had our chat, we got our mission, we did the long rest so we could restart our spells. We're hitting Bagba first thing in the morning. So we're on day 2 of our grand adventure. We'll say 9 o'clock in the morning for simplicity's sake.
All right, let's head out.
Yeah, we have our
We go now.
direction. Let's. Everyone have everything they need?
Give me a second here. Let me get the right local.
Okay, she's been kind of quiet this whole time.
Maristella, I do apologize. She's going to hang out with Bagba. As you guys kind of leave, she goes in and there's a little bit of a conversation going on and I don't remember what language is she. I guess I could check. Yeah, I completely forgot I had to account for little miss. Oops, she's not here this week. So we will. No, yeah. But she kind of shows some interest in chatting with Bagba. Expresses to you. She'll catch up with you as soon as she can. Don't worry. She's good at finding her way. Don't worry, I'm good at finding my way through, woods and stuff. And besides, it's just a road to a farm and then a field, right? So it shouldn't be that hard. So she assures that she'll catch up with you as soon as she gets done talking to Bagba about talks to the alchemist about a deal about a barge, something with the Renee tradespeople, something. Those of you that know about the Renee go, it's probably stuff that I really don't want to know about. It's either gypsy or pirate or thievery or whatever your personal feelings may be about the Renee barge people. But yeah, she's gonna catch up with us. Above the table, that simply means that if we're not going so far to where she can't catch up with us for next session if she's here. So, but thank you for reminding me. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and get this. We have our regional map up now, so we should be
on the road again.
On the road. Yes. Now we are here in One Ford. The farm is roughly halfway. Remember, again, non-canonical, but for convenience sake, for measurement, the hexes are 24 miles. We're going to round them down to 20 just to be able to do quick and dirty math. Roughly a hex is roughly a day's travel. If you guys remember me saying on a road, traveling on a road, we can cover a hex in a day, give or take. So off-road, it's going to depend on your... Oh, wait, don't have a ranger, do we? So never mind. It's going to be difficult terrain potentially based on what the terrain is like. But
we have one ranger.
Oh, we do have ranger. Shit. What is your favorite terrain? Forest, right?
Forest, yeah.
Road? Urban?
Road.
Urban? I'm an urban ranger. I specialize in city life.
Civilized road.
On the civilized road.
paved.
All right.
Valet parking.
So the Pruitt farm is roughly about 8 hours outside of town. So how towns and settlements and structures were typically set up in more civilized areas were usually 8 to 10 hours between a settlement, between a town, between a property or whatever. Enough time to travel from one point to the other before it got dark. Obviously, there are certain areas where you got a little bit more of an expansive of distance between settlements, but yeah, just kind of keep that in mind. So with that being said, we're off, yeah? Any last minute calls? Any last minute concerns? If not, the 6G hit the road. You got the P? So Tobrin gets halfway out of town and says, "I have to pee," and the ranger says, "There's a bush." Problem solved. Okay.
No, not that one. The other one.
You have to stop yourself for that.
That was poison oak.
the uncomfortable waddle to the next bush.
You might need you might need that ointment sooner than later.
Oh shit!
And I will tell Bagda what happened. He peed on poison ivy. You will.
Shit. Oh God. So bad. But we do remember you do have the access to the item on your sheet, correct? As far as exactly what it does. The healing, the poison, and the disease cure. Yeah. Good deal. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just we are heading. Sorry, I was just from. God damn it!
We're heading one forward,
There was a
kind
lot
of
talking.
east northeast along the road. Is the map up?
One hex
I
from
do, yes.
one forward.
Yeah, roughly right about here on that hex.
As we are heading out, I'll kind of, maybe not right at the front, but I'll kind of take a front position, just kind of keeping an eye out around us as we walk and kind of seeing who takes like the front for it, because I'm like I'm not the best at traveling, but I have good eyes.
Okay, so your monk kind of increases the speed just a little bit. Anya gets just a few feet, maybe 10 feet ahead of the party, and then begins matching pace again. Everyone else is, I guess, walking in a blob.
Well, I was going to see if Suchek wanted to take one side to scout, and I'd take the other.
Just kind of fan out off the road a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sounds
my favorite terrain is the woods. You get the cyclopedia.
So,
that poison ivy.
Oh, no shit. Scale's okay, no worries, he says. Now, the terrain immediately around one forward is kind of scattered copses and groves of trees, offset with, not a bunch of big trees, usually 20, 30 trees, a little bit of underbrush, growing anywhere between 8 inches and maybe the biggest ones maybe a foot wide, trunks going up about 40, 50 feet. Seem relatively well tended, as far as, I guess you'd say, more foraging than anything. It looks like the underbrush is taken care of pretty well with people gathering, easy to gather firewood and forageable things. The pastures around, with it being May, are starting to, some of them have been plowed and planted, others are still sitting kind of fallow, weeds and other growth growing up here and there. A lot of short hedgerows and half stone block walls separating some of the fields and the properties from each other. Other places you see just the split rail fences lining the road themselves. A few dirt trails heading off to the north and to the south off the main trail. You can see plumes of smoke rising up here and there that would indicate a homestead, a small farm, a shepherd's hovel or something like that. So, even though One Ford's a smaller town, the concentration population being within it, there's still a couple dozen families, a couple dozen houses, and homesteads and farms, etc. Scattered around the town proper. That you're making your way through the suburbs of the vast urban city of One Ford, and eventually, you see people as well. People out there working the fields, chopping wood. You pass as you're heading out, maybe about an hour and a half into your journey, you see a couple people moving along, kind of moving an ox cart along, piled pretty high with thatch and timber, lumber, firewood, basically. Another one's got kind of dragging behind him are like 6 goats that are tied to, leashed together along to the cart, and another commoner, a farmer, peasant, something kind of herding the group along as you pass them. They're headed back towards One Ford as you're headed in. They just kind of give you a little bit of a nod. How are you doing? And Yeah, unless you guys want to engage them, they just kind of do the best they can to keep. The road ain't huge, so you guys probably end up moving off the road a little bit more as their ox-driven cart occupies the space on the trail. But unless there's anything, they just kind of look at you, give you a nod. How are you doing? Fair travels, safe travels, and keep on going. So it's a pastoral environmental. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, if they do look like they're kind of like local farmers, I'll walk for a second and ask them, have you guys been having any issues with gnolls recently? We were heading out here to help out the local town, and apparently there's been some more gnoll sightings than recently, and possibly a parasite.
Parasite. I ain't heard nothing about no parasite, but yeah, them gnolls starting to strangle up out of the down by the Ford Pond, and obviously you don't have access to this map as you're walking, but just kind of maybe about 4 or 5 miles south the road, kind of southeast from here along, you'll get to a lumber road that leads out to it. There's some caves and some hills out there. So every once in a while, them damn dog people, and sometimes it's gnolls, sometimes it's goblins. It's just, the militia come along, chase one group out, and it's not like we can leave troops out there. It's, next guy show. But yeah, sorry, ma'am. Yeah, they're them dog folk been running around. They usually so to watch yourselves in the evening. Usually maybe about an hour or 2 hours right after sunset. They tend to hit. Most of the time they sneak out and hiding during the day. But yeah,
there was a couple of guards from the town. I think 3 of them that were sent out here. Had you seen them when they passed through? They were sent out to, what was their names? Lucas and Jorna, or what was it? Their farm down.
Yeah,
Yes,
she's referring to the
if
guards,
they-
but
if
she was
they had
asking
seen
about the
them.
farmers. Yes.
Yeah, I was just wondering they seem wondering if they travel the road, if they had seen them going through, if they've seen them at all.
Ran into a couple of them boys, maybe 4 days ago, 5 days ago? No, it was a little bit
4
longer
days
than that. Yeah, they said they was headed out to, it was 3 days ago, maybe. They was just coming through, and they said they was going to go check out and kick some ass and take names at Pruitt's and then head out to Blue Dyers to finish up a patrol, but asked us if we seen anything eating cows, because the Pruitts said that their cows was getting ate from the inside out, and I ain't heard of nothing like that. And one of the other farmers says, "I told you it was them big ass flies, man." Oh, you're crazy, dude. You gotta forgive Felton back there. He said he saw a 5 foot tall fucking blue bloat flies cruising around up north near the creek.
I'm actually quite interested in that tidbit of information. You said 5 foot?
I swear, ma'am, it was. All right, and they just kind of roll their eyes, and the guy that's back there herding the goats, stocky looking dude, he's got that farmer bulk kind of a build to him, tunic, floppy felt hat type of a thing. Yeah, I was up there fishing up off the Blue Creek up there, and sure as shit, man, I heard this buzzing and droning. I started looking around thinking it was some skeeters, but it sounded like it was from really far away, and then I saw it from way initially I thought it was like in my face because I swatted at it, but I realized no, that's way far away, and yeah, it was just kind of big, just looked like, I swear to God, looked like a gigantic flying ant with like a big old blue boat fly butt to the bottom of it, and big old wings. Must have been 5 foot from head to tail. Jay Blur's blue bloat flies.
All right.
But yeah, and they're like, man, whatever. But he says, yeah, it is plain as day. Saw it just cruising, and I ran. Once I realized how big it was, I had no business messing with that.
That's absolutely fair. I think I would. I'm curious to know what that is now. But thank you for that, because that information actually might be more helpful than you realize. Keep in mind, 5 foot tall. I look at everyone else. 5 foot tall. Blue You called them bloat flies?
Yeah, kind of
Oh.
like it looked like look a little more like it kind of had too much of the bottom part to be looking like a wasp,
Okay.
but the top part looked like kind of like an ant, and it had like dragonfly looking wings on it, or I think because it was moving really fast, but it was definitely bug wings, not like bat wings or bird wings, definitely bug wings.
Understood. Okay. Keep that in mind. You guys have a good rest of your day. Thank you for answering those questions for me.
Why you gotta be
guys have
telling everyone that shit, man? Because I saw it. I done seen it. You know, I saw it. And you hear them kind of continuing their argument as they head back west towards town.
Huh? For what it's, I just said to myself, for what it's worth, I believe them, especially if they're have things eating their way out of animals. Why wouldn't they be 5 foot tall? Just our luck.
Yep, that makes me
I
a
like
snack for him.
from where the top is. I kind of like lift my hand like a little bit more and be like, more like that. To be
Probably.
completely honest, unsure at the moment. But if they're he could have also been exaggerating. Mhm. Exactly.
He said he
probably
swears to his god.
Can I do an inside check? Because I think I know what it is, but I don't know if I know what it is.
An insight check would be determining
or
if
history.
Are you trying to see if you know what the description is?
Yeah.
I will allow you to go history or nature.
Okay.
Whichever one you. I mean, obviously, depending on your choice, your proficiency, either of those will qualify.
I mean, it's.
He said he swears to his god. It would be heretical to be deceiving.
That comes
okay. What are you thinking? What are you thinking?
13.
A
3-king?
No.
Okay.
No. Oh God, that would be horrifying. That would mean a fragment of Dark Sun crashed into Greyhawk, and the Thri-kreen have begun taking over the worlds.
Well, I mean, they are
with a 22. I'm sorry.
They are modernizing, and I heard they are trying to bring back Dark Sun too.
I'm here for that, at least to see. Well, cautiously here for it. I'm here for the increased interest in the setting, but I'm concerned about how much they're going to neuter what made the setting special in the process of modernizing it.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, man. I mean, ultimately, I know this is a little off topic. If it gets people to go, ooh, this is cool, and then they look back at their OG stuff and go, ooh, this is cool, that's still a good thing, right?
Yeah.
So, anywho, sorry. Kind of in conjunction with what Maristella had expressed, you wonder if this isn't something, just say, a very unusual, and let's face it, in the world we live in, there's something unusual, weird, magical, or unique every day that pops up. A creature that lays its eggs in animals, beings, whatever, and then when the eggs mature, they eat their way out and turn into more of these bugs, you know?
Fun.
I'm sorry?
I said, fun. It sounds like
this is my gentle reminder from our session 0 back when we had it. If there is ever any content that you guys are concerned about, shoot me a message so I can make sure to avoid it. I did that. I gave you all that warning, and I was like, really, day fucking 1, he's got things laying eggs in us that are, I don't even like this guy. I didn't sign up to play Alien Earth, dude. Shit.
All right. Well, if we're like continuing, I'll kind of just like move between the group, just kind of keeping an eye out.
So, our scouts to the left and to the right. Nothing really significant. I would say that Pergalore, I would best say reassured that things seem somewhat normal as far as the amount of small fauna you're seeing. A bunch of smaller birds, signs of raccoons and possums and other wildlife moving around. You know, things that point to a typically healthy environment. But you know, probably from where you're at in your background, you also everyone kind of would note that there's a lot of really good looking fields and pastures and orchards, but some probably about half of them are not very well tended, kind of pointing towards the massive loss of life and redistribution of the populations from the Greyhawk Wars and everything else that's been going on, between that war between Furiondi and Ayaz, between the other one going on between Nyrond and Ivid, and then the one between the Free Cities Leagues and the Orcs, and then the other one between the Grand March and the Dark Elves and the Giants, and there's a lot of people that have died lately, man. You know, so it you know,
much war.
it never changes, dude. Yeah, Greyhawk called that the fucking war setting, if we're being honest, man. But other than that, nothing really as the days march. Goes from morning to afternoon to evening. You are past a couple more small farmsteads. You know, another group of guys out there kind of tending to their flock of sheeps. You know, right recount the tale. Nope, never heard of no giant bugs, but sure as hell there's a bunch of gnolls running around. Yeah, we gotta make sure we get all the sheep in the barns. You know, anything that's out there, they'll come running. If they find one, they'll come back the next night. You know, so yeah, we're, you know, if y'all could do something about them dog people, that would be greatly appreciated. And you know, kind of confirming the presence of a roving band of gnolls that are kind of I don't want to say terrorizing, but definitely, I guess if you're a small farm family, then yeah, a pack of gnolls is terrorizing. Afternoon leads into evening, and not too far ahead, you see a few plumes of smoke. A pretty good-sized farm complex, matching the description that was given to you, maybe a quarter mile to the north of the road, roughly right about here. Oops, sorry. Let me go ahead and get that map up and see if this one's going to work. Dun, dun, dun. So, apologizing in advance. I had to resize and recalibrate a lot of my personal maps to try to fit, so I hope the grid's lined up well. We're about to find out, aren't we?
Yep.
I'm sorry? The lines of the grid are in the wall. Okay, so there we go. That's what we're looking for. Oh, shoot, where's my triangle? Sorry, I'm trying to do some presets on get my combat tracker set up and all that stuff in advance. Not that we'll need it right now yet, but
there's going to be combat.
I don't. Oh, I warned y'all there's going to be some combat. Yeah. Okay, just so
Combat?
this is not a bar, so odds are when the battle map comes out for a non-social situation, there might be the chance for combat, yes. Can I do a test real quick? Cloud, add the, how do I add the token, y'all's tokens without initiative? Is there a way to do that? Can I just drag? Can you guys move them around and make sure that you have control of them and they're lining up in the grids where they're supposed to? Everything's good? Are they lining up on a grid? Okay. Okay, cool. We're in business.
I don't have mine. I think you grabbed Maristella.
Oh, I did. Okay. Thank you, sir. Okay, so we will be approaching from down here, so I want to I can move y'all, can't I?
Yep.
I'm gonna move y'all down here to start, because we would be going north from the main road to. So this is where the struggle will be as I work our first. And that's the other reason I wanted to do some combat tonight, so I could get some practical experience with fantasy grounds in a combat situation. Yeah, I mean, I'm seeing all kinds of weird stuff on tokens. I don't even know what that means. I'm kidding. I got that. All right. So who am I missing here? I've got Rylan. I've got Anya.
No,
Do I have
you need
Anya?
Anya.
No, I don't. I do not have Anya. That's who I'm missing. There we go. Rylan, Anya, Pergalore, and Suchek and Tobrin. That's 5. That's 5. That's 5. All right. Cool. So, as the afternoon is turning into the evening, partially cloudy most of the day, pleasant temperature. Again, we're early May, 3rd day of May, and you know, good, pretty good, comfortable temperatures. The walk hasn't been too bad. The road is in decent enough condition where it didn't feel very stressful or strenuous. You're arriving at the Pruitt farm in pretty good shape. But yeah, as soon as you guys begin approaching you notice an old dude come walking on out there. Hold on. Okay. Cool, gotcha. Kind of start striding forward. Initially, he's kind of walking towards you guys with a heavy crossbow, but as he sees the humans and the humanoids, the non-hostile, at least you guys, I'm assuming, aren't approaching, stealthily in the weeds and climbing up in the trees and all that kind of shit. You're walking down the road towards them, right?
I suppose.
No, I have my weapon out. I'm just kidding. It's on my dog.
Fucking side cross stepping into it each step. Whoa!
Just 3 gnolls and a trench coat.
You get to that super fucking low stance that you just kind of inch yourself forward in. Evening. You folks lost? Tobrin, it's good to meet you. I'm Lucas. Lucas Pruitt. Aye, it is.
We followed the road.
Couple things been going on around out here. Yeah, we had kind of scary as we've lost I don't know, 6, 7 cows so far. I mean, we lose them once in a while, but like out in the middle of seemed just in the middle of the herd, one of the cows just fall down. Seemed to be having troubles breathing. It was acting like it was kind of sick, and then we couldn't even really get it up to move it or anything. So we just kind of came back and checked on it. It was dead, and went to go grab the cart, and was going to kind of go ahead and cut it up and easier to move it in parts. You know what I'm saying? But came back and there's 1.5 inch hole kind of coming out the side of it, and there's a second one as we found it was kind of almost kind of off to the left shoulder of it. Seemed to burrow along the bones through the softer flesh and from inside to out. Seemed to be that way. Yep. I mean, when by the time we got back there the second, after it died, yeah, it looked like some vermin had kind of gotten on it, some bites here and there, but nothing that really had lined up with that. Didn't see anything, 2 inches big around, skittle around near the corpse or anything like that.
No strange bugs?
No, man. Well, seemed like some big wasps kind of cruising up around the creek lately. Oh no, man, maybe like 6 inches, maybe 8 inches. Pretty big, but not like giant wasps or nothing. Wasps of an unusually large size. 2 days. Well, no, 6 days. 6 days ago. Now we got the herd kind of up around the backside of the hill. Damn, the problem is now that they're closer to the house, we ain't got a whole lot of folk working. So that means instead of the gnolls just grabbing a cow out in the field and making on with their day, they're gonna come closer to the house. So it's like I leave my cow out there, and we safe here, but then I lose a lot of cows. I bring the cows closer to the house, then the damn gnolls are gonna try to eat the cows and probably try to get us. So I'm kind of stuck.
So there was a specific area that the parasites were in. You said you moved the cows
kind of to the north, yeah.
Haven't been
Our
affected
pastures
as
are up
much?
to the north. I'm sorry, ma'am.
Oh, you said because you moved the cows, and you said you haven't had any die of them in the last 6 days since you've moved them. So maybe
Since we brought him in, maybe about he just kind of points north of the house. Our low pastures about 150 feet that way. High pasture is about 500 yards north. So we usually kept them in the high pasture this time of year, better eating, and they had access to the creek water. But now we had to move them closer. It seemed to be about every, I don't know, man, 2 or 3 days. I mean, every other day, every third day, kind of.
None of them
We had 2 of them hit. We had one time where there were 2 of them dead at once, but that's the only time we've had found more than one.
They're not showing any of the telltale signs that none of your cattle are acting strange or like the ones that died did.
No, we've been kind of keeping an eye on them again, and we thought it was sick, and some of the old do what we can to try to keep put like sulfur dust on the cows to try to keep the bugs off of them, things like that. But that don't go. We ain't got the resources to do much. We're getting desperate. We're getting a little bit, I'll admit, a little bit crazy in what we're trying to do. But it doesn't seem to be like a disease going from cow to cow. Seem like cow be going okay, cow start, cow goes lump, and then,
Huh.
yeah.
Okay. Well, I definitely probably.
Yeah. Kind of, it's tough to say, honestly. Typically when trouble be popping up with gnolls or goblins or they down by Ford Lake, there's and you guys remember the little pond. Let me switch maps real quick, sorry, so I don't get us too confused and stuff. Where'd that go? Hardby area. I'm gonna bring this map up. Oh, it's still sharing.
Pond. Yeah.
Yes, there's a little pond right there where between the E and the F on one ford, and that's what they're calling Ford Lake. But there's some hills, some caves, some things around there. Pretty good place if you want to kind of hide out type of a thing, And again, probably one of those situations where there's just not enough manpower to go around to keep regular patrols going out there to make sure. But that's what you're hired for. So, can we go ahead and do a little bit of a pause here? We can get our first little hour break in, get up, move around, use a restroom, give you guys a couple minutes to gestate on the information we picked up and see what questions you have for Farmer Shucky Darn, and we'll pick up from there.
Okie doke.